We should be good. Hi. Okay, so we have sound now. Let's make sure we have sound before we get into this. But I will say that today we are doing a reading on the beef sector's very own Jay Wilson. We are going to talk about. Yes, okay, we cooking with gas now. All right. So, yes, Jay Wilson. Okay. So we're going to discuss his love, health, money, career, spirituality, and the trip that he's going to take. And lastly, just something that we're going to see that unfolds with him. All right. So here we go. When it comes to love, we have the emperor in reverse, and that means there's an imbalance of power in his relationship. There are arguments, and there's unhappiness. Somebody is demanding and controlling the other person. They are possessive, and somebody is stubborn and overbearing and wearing the other person down. The person that's on the short end of the stick, they feel trapped and they feel like they have to let go and take a step back. So the next card we pulled was the Four of Swords, and they are taking a break. So it started out they was taking a break, got too much. It's like, oh, you're asking too much from me. Then they started to take a break. They both agreed that, okay, yeah, I'll go my way, you'll go yours. We'll work on ourselves, then we'll come back together. So they both agreed that they needed time apart. They were both stressed because they were both at the opposite ends of the spectrum, pulling their own way, and they were going nowhere. So then I pull that last card to clarify it, and we have the Ten of Swords. That is a breakup card. Separation, bitterness, severing ties, and they knew that it was coming, but they tried to make it work as long as they could. Let's take a break and come back and all of that. No, somebody cheated. There was cheating, there was betrayal, and that was the final straw. Somebody was very overdramatic. But that cheating is when somebody completely called it quits without a shadow of a doubt. The pushier person, he didn't see it coming. So he didn't see a real breakup coming. So it took him by surprise. But yeah, with that cheating, that was it. He's single. I don't care what type of airs he tries to put on. Jay Wilson is single. When it comes to his health, we have the Queen of Cups. That means that there is not a proper work-life balance. There is a health issue, and it's correlated to the job, and and it's due to stress. That's the underlying thing. Part. We had the Eight of Wands in reverse, and when it comes to that, he was sick. I don't know if he said this, if he admitted to this, he was sick, and what ended up happening with his illness was what ended up happening to his illness was he's on the other end of it. He's coming out of it, but he still needs to be gentle on himself. You know how it is when you get sick and the doctor gives you medicine and they tell you need to take all of this. Even when you feel better, you need to complete this medication. It's like that. He didn't complete the medication. He's not he doesn't understand. You're still sick. You still need to stay in the house. You still don't need to do the things that you were doing before. Okay. Even though you feel better, you still need to be calm down and sit down. That's where he is. Let's talk about this money. So when it comes to that, I'm talking about, Jay Wilson, you had some unexpected expenses to come up. And when those expenses, because they were unexpected, they were not in your budget. So you had to dip into your savings or you had to borrow from somebody. And what ended up saving you was the fact that you had side hustles. And I don't know if you consider YouTube to be a side hustle or is this your main gig, but there was some side stuff that you had to do, and that helped you to keep your head above water. You got your bills paid, you got your groceries, you did all of that, but barely. Let me tell you something. And if you're listening and you're one of his fans, let him know this. There is something financial majorly financial on the horizon. Okay, it's coming. And whatever you had to do this last time to help you to stay above water, it's not going to cut it this time. It's going to be big. You're going to need the money. It's not, oh, can I pay you back? None of that. This is going to be a major purchase. Everything that you buy moving forward, it needs to be a necessity. That's it. Point blank, period. It needs to be a necessity. Don't just, oh, it's not that much. I don't care how inexpensive it is. Only necessities moving forward. Okay. Now, when it comes to the audience, it's either going to, and he's going to beg you for the money and let you know, hey, this is the situation. I need money. Or he's going to start peddling things. He's going to start, he's just going to start, you're going to see him online every 30 minutes. It's either way it goes. Either it's his presence is going to be more out here, or he's going to just beg. There's going to be something that's going to say this man needs money desperately. Okay. And I'm thinking because this is something so large, he's just going to come out and beg for it. But it's coming. Mark my words on that. It is coming. So be mindful how you spend. Okay. When it comes to your spirituality, the issue with that is you're disconnected. You're disconnected, and there is a void. Okay. You no matter what you do, you cannot fill that void. You still believe in God, but I think it's your church or maybe the church or something like that that's keeping you away from church. I pull the fool card, and that means childhood. Go back to your childhood and think about it. If the only thing y'all did at church was go, listen to the word, and come home and eat, that's what you need to do. Maybe you were in another denomination. It was something different that you did as a child that is super simple compared to right now. Whatever that is, go back to that. Okay. And the last card that I pulled, it lets me know that you need to be mindful. You create your traditions. You don't have to go to church and do the church queen thing and shout and gallivant and be in everybody's face and the loudest and out singing and lying. And like I said, that whole church queen stuff, you don't have to do that. If we can just go back to our childhood, what is that thing that you did that you don't do or you haven't done as an adult? Go back to that. That's how you're going to get your footing and remove that void that is there and that has been there for a while. The next thing that I want to, the trip. Now, let me tell you something. Super quick disclaimer. When it comes to the trip, when I read people, I don't get nervous. I don't feel anything. I read many people, have read many people about many things. I never feel nervous. Here's the thing. I got scared when I read this. I have tried to upload this bare minimum 15 times, and I've had an issue each time. Never had to do this in my life, ever. And this is my method of how when I read you, side note, when I read people, I do a private stream like this, but only you have the link. Okay, so nobody ever looks at it except for you. Got it? I've never had an issue like this before, and it is chilling to me. There is something bad going to happen on this trip. Go back through my readings. My cards don't lie under any condition. There is something, hear me. There is something bad going to happen on this trip. I was shook when I read this, and it gets weirder as it goes on. Okay. You are going to be like a dictator. I do think you're going to go. I really do. You're going to be like a dictator. It's going to be drama. It's going to be mayhem. It's going to be trauma. There's going to be calamity. I do not have a good feeling about this trip. The entire spread that I pulled, I think I pulled like 9 cards. Out of 9 of them, one of them was good. That one decent card I pulled was a sun card. But that one card does not outweigh those bad cards. You're going to step on some toes. You're going to have a nasty attitude. You're going to be under stress. You're stressed now because of money. When you step foot there, when you step foot on that boat, it's going to be hell and high water. That trip is going to be a mess. I'm telling you. Do you hear me? Okay. If you don't hear nothing else, hear that. It's going to be something with money. Either, but right before you go, you're going to need money, or once you get on there, soon before you get on there, you're going to find out that you need money for something, and you're going to be hell. You're going to be a dictator. You're going to be bossy, nasty. You're going to step on your people's toes. It's going to be disappointment. Your people are going to leave disappointment. That is going to be the theme. I don't know if you have a business, or if you're trying to surprise them with something, or, you told them something like, hey, I'm going to do such and such when I get there. It's going to be disappointment in that. It's like whatever it is with that business, it's going to be cheap. It's going to be lackluster. It's cheap. That's the only word for it. There's going to be a very cheap, oh, he just threw this together. Oh, it's going to be, it's not going to be what you told them behind the scenes. Or maybe I don't know. I don't listen to you like that. But whatever it is that they're anticipating, it's going to be very cheap, very thrown together. I do not have a good feeling about this trip. It's like something has been trying to sabotage me getting this out. This has never happened before. This trip gonna be a mess. Okay. So I wanted to do just one final question. Like, what are we gonna see? Or what are we gonna see unfold? Good news, you're gonna meet a man. This man is going to be older than you. He's going to be a water sign. He's going to be family oriented. He's going to be kind and gentle. He is going to focus on material. He's not going to focus on materialistic things. He's going to focus on the things that are real and that have meaning and lasting memories. He's not going to be superficial and flamboyant and obnoxious. He's going to be the opposite of you. So there is going to be some drama behind this. It's going to be gossip. And you're going to face the brunt of this gossip. Okay? You are going to be the one swinging with both fists, trying to knock these allegations or this gossip or this drama down. It's you. Okay? But on the bright end, this man will be a good man. Undeniably a good man. He's going to be simple. And he's a good man, and he's older. Okay? So that is what we have for Jay Wilson. We are going to do other content creators. As soon as I get to it, we're going to do celebrities. Hey, it's going to be a fun month, right? So thank you so much for listening. My contact information is in the description box below. Also, scrolling across your screen, you see my email address, theqofcups@gmail.com, if you want to contact me. Thank you so much again. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day.